So I'm here with Loni Love at your premiere of is this your first book?
Yes, this is my first book, and I'm excited about it, and it's called Love 'Em or Leave 'Em, but Don't Get Stuck with the Tab. Shout out to Simon & Schuster for giving me a deal, and it's just an exciting time right now for me. I just feel like I want to bust, you know. But I'm really happy. It's a comedy relationship advice book, and it's really more on the comedy side, but it has a little bit of, you know, advice I think women can use.
Okay, because I was sitting at the bar before you came down, and I just flipped to one page, like in the middle, and it was hilarious. It was like a question and answer. It was someone asking, should they tell their man how many people they had slept with, and you were like, 2 words, hell no.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's questions like that you know, normal people have been asking me, because as a stand-up, I travel all over, and people have been asking me the same questions about relationships. For some reason, I guess they think they could trust me. So I said, you know what, I'll put some questions in the book and answer them, and they're like some things, but it's just my point of view. You know, I'm not saying I'm a love expert or anything. I really like giving advice. I care about people, especially women, and I think a lot of people have been giving advice. A lot of men have been giving their perspective, and I think it's time for a real woman to give her perspective. So that's what I'm trying to do.
In terms of relationship questions, what question do you get asked the most about relationships?
How can I find a man? I mean, it's like we really have become a lot of us have become really desperate and thinking we can't find men. There are men everywhere. There are really good guys out there, and it's just understanding yourself first. And that's the thing that I try to stress in this book, is to understand yourself first and love yourself first. Then when you work on yourself, you're going to draw what you really want. And also, you got to make a master list. I mean, we get embarrassed, you know, but if you're looking for somebody and you know what you like, write it down. Like for me, I like a tall man. I like a man that know that Africa is a continent, not a country. I like a man that's gonna sit in the middle of the plane seat so I can lean on him. See, it's things like that for me that I need in a man. It might seem like trivial, but those little things let me know that that's the man for me. So the first thing I tell people is write a list. Find out what it is that you really want in a man, and then, you know, it doesn't mean you got to check it off or you got to ditch the guy if it is yours, but it gives you an idea of what you want.
Okay, now I watch The Real every day.
Thank you.
So I know that you have been married before. Are you single right now, or what's going on with your...
I'm what you call a satisfied single. I don't want to give out any trip reports when I come home. I like having peace and quiet in my life, and I am perfectly happy in my relationships.
That was plural. Okay. Do you think that you'll always be, or what'd you call it, single and satisfied? A satisfied single.
You know what? I will never say never, but I can tell you right now, I am perfectly happy with being who I am. And I just, you know, I'm an entertainer. Yeah. And, you know, the thing that I decided to work on was my career, and I decided the energy that I was putting in certain relationships, I was really kind of wasting my time, and I knew it. So I said I would take that energy and put it into my career. And now, look, I'm on a talk show. I have a book that I wrote. I mean, it takes concentration for those things, but it happened. So, you know, I'm not going to ever say never, but right now I enjoy my life. I truly do enjoy being single, and I don't really want to get married. I don't want to get married. I've been there. I've done that. So I know what I'm talking about when I say that. Yeah. And I'm like, for everybody has a different path. Find out your path. Right. And if you want to do it, don't let people make you feel inadequate because you want to do something that's different, you know? So I have a lot of sayings that I've been putting on my Twitter, my Twitter timeline, because we're hurting out there, especially sisters, you know what I mean? But sisters don't need to hurt, you know what I mean? We have to inspire men to be men. That's the thing. And I think we've kind of lost that because we kind of feel like we're desperate. Oh, if I'm a certain age, you know? No. If you don't have a man, then what you need to do is enjoy your life until you get the man. Don't stop living your life. You know what I mean? Keep improving yourself. Keep doing what you want to do. Take trips. You know, there's so many ways, but there are plenty of men out there. There's never going to be a shortage. It only takes a minute to fall in love. Seriously. It only takes a minute. So don't give up on that, because I can feel it coming from you. No. I know you want it. It's out there. Don't worry.
I don't appreciate you putting me out there like that.
No, because you know what? Every woman that I've been talking to, especially when they're your age, I can feel it. I can see it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you working, you're on your career, you doing your hustle. Don't worry about it. It's going to come for you. But also don't, you know, just ignore when you see somebody. Open up your mouth, okay? Don't just let it go by and be like, no, it's okay to say hello, how you doing? My name is Jasmine, and you know what I mean? It's like sometimes we feel, especially sisters, we feel like we gotta have a man pursue us. It's not pursuing a man to say hello. It's not pursuing a man to smile at him, you know, and kind of, you know, whatever, you know, flirt with him. It's like we get all like, he's got to do it to us. And then you upset when he walk off and he with somebody else. Well, because she knew how to do it. You got to do that too.
Okay, now getting off me before I let you go. I don't want to hog up too much of your time. Let's talk about for a moment the show The Real. How's it going?
The Real is going fabulous. We're getting fabulous ratings, and I want to thank people out there that's watching this show because we didn't know how the show would be received. I mean, all we did was we said we're going to put a show together, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk, we're going to put some cute segments, and let's see. We were being compared to a lot of other shows because when you say, oh, you're going to put 5 women at the table, everybody, you're trying to be like this. We're not trying to be like nobody. And now that people see the show, they're like, oh, this is something different. Yeah, we're all sexually active at that table, okay? This The Real. I'm on The Real, okay? So that's one thing. But, you know, but we really are having fun. Some of us are mothers, some of us are married, some are single, and that's what makes it a good conversation. But I will say this, we all like each other. We have spirited conversations, but we also all respect each other. And, you know, in this age of you see women throwing bottles and glasses at each other, it's nice to see we can be civil and still have real conversations. So I love The Real.
Okay, I love it too. Speaking of other shows, have any of the other shows reached out and say, hey, congrats, or you're doing it, or good luck, or?
Yeah, they've been doing it on the low. I'll say that. You know, and which I understand. I totally get it. They can't, you know, publicly, but they've been doing it privately, and that warms my heart because, you know, they don't have to do that. Right. But for them to do it, you know, on the low, it really is encouraging, and I appreciate it.
Well, is there anything else you want to talk to? Because I'm going to let you go. It's a million people in here, and
I'll be guest hosting Chelsea Lately next week. I don't know when you're going to run this, but it'll be on Tuesday, August the 6th. This will be my first time guest hosting, and I have my girl, Tamar Braxton. She's going to be my interview guest, so check it out. It's going to be hot. We taking over. This is the Loni takeover. It's Loni Lately.
Thank you.